Hey there piglets, it's me, Brody, otherwise known as Porcine Assembly Line, and welcome to another episode of the Golden Pig Review Show. If you haven't caught one of these before, this is how it works. I pick 3 tracks from the week's submissions, I play them for you in no particular order, I give a little bit of feedback after each one, good stuff, bad stuff, anything that made me want to just lay down for a nap in traffic. And then at the end of that, I pick the track that I enjoyed the most, or the one that just spoke to me the most, and I give it the Golden Pig Award, which is a pretty meaningless award with no value at all. It's just a little bit of something to make the review show fun. So we've got some pretty cool tracks this week. Pretty heavy on the US, 2 tracks from the US and 1 from the UK, from a very interesting mix of sounds and styles. You may be able to tell I'm a little bit tired, haven't been sleeping particularly well the last couple of nights, but I'll do my best to power through. Let's check out the first track. Our first track this week comes to us from the US, from North Carolina I believe. It's from an artist called Thankyoujerry. The production was provided by That Kid Goran and Origin Sound. It's a hip-hop track called Romans 8:18, and it jumped out at me because it's kind of got a nice, comfortable mesh between the older and the newer styles. So it just really works. Anyway, let's take a listen to it together now, and I will give you my feedback on the other side.
Couple weeks ago I wrecked the whip. Me and my nigga in the car laughing, talking shit. Lucky we ain't flip. I got out and looked it over thinking ain't that about a bitch. It's like 2:30 in the morning, so I grabbed my shit and dipped. Fuck out of shit. Every mistake come with a lesson, but I'm hard-headed. And Romans 8:18, I really think that God said it best. The past few months been like a long fucking test, and I ain't doing well, but I prevail. I know I'm blessed, I ain't dead, sick or in a cell, and my family doing well, but seeing that all I do is dwell on the negative. Had me a girl and keep it honest, she was heaven sent, but I was stuck in the past, and so that shit didn't last. We started growing apart, became more evident. I guess that's growing pains. Old friends telling me that I don't seem the same, and new friends think that Jerry is my real name. Nobody know my real pain, and lately I've been going through it. Fuck it, I'ma smile, smoke this paper for a while, write a couple verses down and put this pain right in the music. How you smile through it all, nigga? You 10 toes and my back against the wall, nigga? Hell nah, so I might as well smile, cause I ain't getting nowhere, mean mugging with a frown, Romans 8:18, don't let your problems have you living in the past. Pain is only temporary, but it never lasts. I said pain is only temporary, but it never lasts, man. Yo. Romans 8:18, don't let your problems have you living in the past. Pain is only temporary, but it never lasts. I said pain is only temporary, but it never lasts. Look. My mother worried cause she see the struggle, but she know I got a little hustle and flow stronger than a nigga muscle, popping like a muzzle on the 4th. I'm on fire like a torch. I'm out chilling on the porch with a blunt bill. I can see the sun still. I ain't touched a million, but I'll make sure that my son will, cause I don't wanna see that nigga struggle or feel like he gotta hustle for ends meet or barely got shit to eat. I took the road less traveled, it's a lonely path. Dropped out of school cause I was too focused on getting cash. And every now and then I wonder if I made the right decision. All you really need is vision, my nigga, I'm on a mission. Cause nothing lasts forever, ain't no point in reminiscing or steady bitching about your current situation. You do it right, turn melancholy into motivation. And by the night I hope your mind is in a better place. And I hope whatever's stressing you don't get the best of you. I promise it get better too, and brighter days are coming soon. I wrote this in one afternoon, the timing just seemed opportune. I never had a silver spoon or handouts. Never one for fitting in, I like to stand out. I was lost, but I think I got a plan now. I just wanna get my mama in the Benz, trip to Cali with my friends, cause I'm tired of my hands now. Romans 8:18, don't let your problems have you living in the past. Pain is only temporary, but it never lasts. I said pain is only temporary, but it never lasts, man. Yeah. Romans 8:18, don't let your problems have you living in the past. Pain is only temporary, but it never lasts. I said pain is only temporary, but it never lasts.
So that was Romans 8:18 by Thankyoujerry with production from That Kid Goran and Origin Sound. Good stuff I really enjoyed about that one. Thankyoujerry has a really solid vocal flow, just seamlessly going through his phrases. It's very, very solid. And just this excellent laid back style, everything's really calm and measured. It's not like, one of those more aggressive in your face styles. You can just sink into that track and really enjoy it, but take note of where he's going vocally. It just leads you to a very interesting place. There's a lot of clever wordplay in the lyrics and excellent phrasing. Some pretty solid. Some solid variation in the way things are phrased, which takes you a little bit by surprise, but always comes off quite well, which I really enjoyed. And the main hook of the track is it's also pretty catchy and sort of draws you back into what that song's really about. And I think that that the beat and the overall vocal style that Thankyoujerry is putting out there they just fit together quite nicely. I thought it was just a really solid track overall, and all the pieces came together in the best possible way. So really good work there. Really enjoyed that track. Our next track comes to us from the UK, from an artist named Kerry JK. The track is titled Animals in the Zoo, and it has a very, very unique sound behind it, this one. From the first few seconds I heard of it, I just knew it had to be included in this week's show. But yeah, we'll take a listen to it now, and I'll give you my feedback on the other side.
And adventurous, but at no lifestyle cost to you. So you collect exotic surrogates like animals in the zoo. Get every flavour of humanity the mainstream media feeds to you, but never follow down the rabbit hole. They're just animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, 'cause you don't know what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, because you fear what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. Collect a friend from every culture, condition, class and sexuality, but never in your inner circle and nowhere near your family. They're so cute when they act like people, with all the funny things they say and do. Look at you, so noble, kind and caring, for the animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, 'cause you don't know what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, because you fear what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. politely. Hold forth on things you barely understand. You're really free and open-minded, so long as nobody makes demands. Let others suffer for identity, so you'll never have to. Then seize the flag of victory from the animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, 'cause you don't know what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, because you fear what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, 'cause you don't know what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo. Something interesting to view, but with a wall between them and you, because you fear what they might do. They're just animals in the zoo.
It's a bit of an intense one, that one. Really, really well done. So that was Animals in the Zoo by Kerry JK. The good stuff, the stuff that I really, really enjoyed there. There's a very quirky vibe that shines through in places, you know, that the sort of the monkey sounds that come in and out throughout the song. It's it kind of breaks the tension a little bit with some of the very intense and obviously deeply personal themes that shine through in the verses. I feel that Kerry has a very unique singing style. The voice just really just hits a different place to what I'm typically hearing in a lot of the stuff that's being submitted to me. So I just really enjoyed the vocals on this song. Really worked for me. I like the very rhythmic nature of the music in the verses. You know, it just strips right back to just claps and cymbals. It's just really leaves room for the vocals to shine, which I think works quite well. And also excellent piano work. Those instrumental sections just really did it for me in that one. As I've said before, the lyrics are fantastic, very deep, and you know, touching on some rather intense themes, as the title suggests. And the last thing that I'd like to say on that track is that final Animals in the Zoo, after that triple chorus at the end, is just so intense and really punches through. I just really enjoyed that. So very solid track. Very happy to have given that one a review on the show. Our final track for this week comes to us from the US, from Oklahoma. The artist's name is Bethnie Rose, and the song is called Can't Let. It's another interesting one. It's primarily a rock song, I would say, but with some lovely elements from, I would say, punk and, you know, maybe even a little bit of country to the vocal stylings mixed in there as well. It's very solid track. We'll take a listen and I'll give detailed feedback on the other side.
Your hand slipped out of mine. I watched you run, and I watched you run. I watched you run, and I was left standing still with the door open. And the door open, oh, and the door open. And my eyes ruined by love. I thought we were secure. I knew we were secure. I knew we were hope fades, the light flickers, I'm at the gate. And I wait at the gate. And I wait at the gate. They say what you must, but some things you can't separate. You can't separate, oh, you can't separate. Because this jealousy drives you home, and I can't let you, I can't let you go.
Well, that was very nice. Once again, that was Bethnie Rose with Can't Let. Good stuff, the stuff that really stood out that I enjoyed. The vocals on that song are just fantastic. There's just a certain transcendence as that song comes along. You know, you're lulled into this quiet, into a sense of security with this quiet, restrained start, but when her vocals bust out, they really bust out in a big way, which was just fantastic. There's just an excellent build, a fairly subtle increase in intensity to all aspects of that song as it goes along. You know, musically it starts quite simple with just a basic guitar component, but it quite quickly builds up just little bit by little bit with, you know, additional layers of guitar, you know, a stronger backbone in the rhythm section with bass and drums, you know, additional vocal layers, lots of things just adding together to build up to a big climax towards the end before dropping back to a nice soft finish. So overall, the big thing for me was that build, that rise and fall that song has, just really worked for me. So good work there. I had a short summary that I'd like to give about that one. I felt that, you know, vocally, she kind of reminded me a little bit of Pink, but I found on the whole the music is just much more interesting and compelling. You know, there's that subtle similarity to Pink in Bethnie Rose's vocal stylings, but I just find the songwriting to be much more compelling here. So that's just something I wanted to say in passing as a summary. All right, guys, let's award our golden pig. Okay, piglets, it's time to award this week's Golden Pig Award. I had a hard time choosing. I actually had to listen through the tracks a number of times over several consecutive days to really settle on one. In the end, it kind of came down to staying power. The song that I continued to enjoy at the same level after the most repeated listens. So I landed on Can't Let by Bethnie Rose. I just feel that the vocal performance on this song is nothing short of amazing. It's really, really well done. And the subtle layering of the musical instruments, the additional guitar layers, the backing vocals that seem to appear almost out of nowhere, everything just works. So yeah, that was my pick for this week. Tell all your friends that Can't Let by Bethnie Rose is this week's Golden Pig winner. If you have some cool music that you want me to hear, that you might like me to review on this show, I promise I'm not normally this tired and burnt out when I'm doing these reviews. Let me know where to find your music. Send me a message on Twitter, reply to one of my weekly posts, also there on Twitter. Send me a message on Facebook, drop a YouTube comment, or send me an email to porcignassemblyline@gmail.com. You'll find how to spell that in the description. What you'll also find down there is a series of links to find social media accounts and artist links for Spotify and whatnot for all of the acts that I've played on this week's show. Until next time, I've been Brody, otherwise known as Porcine Assembly Line, and please send me your shit.